Hello everyone, and welcome back to Utawarerumono, Prelude to the Fallen. We've got big, angry forest cat problems. Thanks, Nuwangi. And I don't know what the solution to that's going to be. Hopefully not like the story where Aruruu goes into the forest and doesn't come back, because then we lose our healer. But we'll find out. To the room!
あんちゃん、ちょいといいか。聞いたか、あんちゃん。噂じゃヒッタの集落がムティカパに襲われたって話だ。
Oh, I honestly kind of thought this was going to be an isolated issue.
この間、トトウが襲われたばかりだってのによ。くそったれめえ。ここもまたいつ襲われるかわからねえ。キリクリん時のように仲間が食われるのを黙ってるなんざ、俺には我慢できねえ。なあ、あんちゃん。何かいい知恵はねえのか?
No, I just have regular wisdom. Maybe some, rosemary wisdom? This isn't the time for it.
あんちゃん、聞いてんの?
No, I'm listening.
さっきから何をいじくってんだ? 何かの糸みてえだな。
Teoro, use any method you want. Just please try to cut this.
あんちゃん、今は真剣な話をしてる最中だろう。
No, 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 this is going somewhere. Just give it a shot.
切るってこいつをか? まあ、そのくらいわけねえが、なんでまた。
I honestly half expected him to bring out his axe and try to cut it, in which case, that would have been bad.
切れねえ。
Okay, next try a sharpened blade. I'm guessing it still won't work.
おいおい、いくらなんでも刃物を使えばこんな糸わけないだろう。
You sure about that?
なんだ? えらく挑戦的だな。そこまで言うならこいつを使わせてもらおうか。
And with that, Teoro takes out the axe hanging at his waist in hand. Oh no. Go ahead.
どうぞって、本当に使ってもいいのか? これだぜ、これ。
Yes, please give it a shot.
おいおい。ま、それなら軽く。そらよっと。ああ、今のは軽くしすぎた。もう一度な。
I was too gentle with my sharpened axe to cut through this thread.
こいつはちょいとばかし気が緩んでたんだ。こいつでどうだ。切れねえ。どうなってやがる。あんちゃん、こいつは一体。
Man, if this were a carnival game, I would have so much of his cash by now. It's Mutikapa's fur. After what happened, I picked up some of its fur and that it left behind. I haven't just been sitting around. I've been trying to study Mutikapa's fur. At first glance, it seems thin and lithe, but as you just saw, if you try to pull or cut it, it can't be severed. And before you ask, scorching it with fire is also useless. Jeez, what is the thing made out of, asbestos?
じゃあ、んなもんで全身を覆われてたら。
Then it might be entitled to financial compensation.
俺たちじゃ手も足も出ねえってことなのか?
Even so, we were spared. That time, the fearless Mutikapa had its prey dead in its sights. So why did it run away? Was it full, or was it simply a whim? I don't understand. Maybe there was a reason it left. Like, it saw something it doesn't like, or something it can't be around. I may be overthinking it, but I can't let it go.
苦手なもんね。
It can't be around water because it's a cat.
お父さん。ダメよ、邪魔しちゃ。今大事なお話をしてるんだから。
And the next thing we know, she's in our lap.
お姉ちゃん何してるの? これ、ハクオロさんにお茶をね。ハルルが持ってく。え、あ、ちょっと、ハルル。 お父さん、お茶。
Oh. Huh? Ah, hot, 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 hot.
ちびっしょ濡れだ。
She got both of us. Soaking wet. Soaking wet. Soaking wet. Soaking wet. I'm kind of stuck on this, in case you haven't noticed. Soaking wet. Wet? Do we have an epiphany? Rain. That's right. Just as it... Oh, so if it gets wet, it's vulnerable? It can't be. I pull on a strand of Mutikapa's fur that was accidentally drenched in tea. And then... it played a nice note. Hmm?
おい、あんちゃん。
It split. Did this really just... Then that time Mutikapa didn't leave on a whim. It left because it doesn't like getting wet. No, it's not simply because it doesn't like getting wet. It's because when Mutikapa's wet, its fatal weakness is exposed.
ってことは
That means we just have to get water guns. Yeah, you did it! Great job, Aruruu. I hug Aruruu with all my might, then pat her head, messing up her hair.
これでアンチクショーに目に物見せてやれる。そうと分かったらこうしちゃいられねえ。早速ムティカパ退治の集会だ。
Huh?
アンちゃんはそれまでに何かいい策を考えておいてくれ。
Can you at least give me a little time? Teoro, wait!
頼んだぜ。
Ah, Teoro. Does Teoro understand that even if we know its weakness, we still need to fight Mutikapa? Well, we've got no other choice.
ハルル、これ、どこに持ってくの？
Huh?
お父さん。
The next thing I know, Aruruu is standing there holding a pot. What is it? Her eyes beam happily in anticipation. Pot is full of boiled water. Oh no, she's gonna dump us with water. Then suddenly I realize what's going on. Oh no, we reinforced the wrong thing. You did it, great job, Aruruu. I just stare at Aruruu. Her eyes beam happily in anticipation. The pot is full of boiled water. No, she wouldn't. She would. Please don't. Please don't. Oh no. Ah! Welp, brought that one on ourselves.
あんちゃん、この辺でいいんじゃねえか？
That's right. We're very deep inside. I didn't know it was that kind of novel.
普通ならこんなところまで誰も足を踏み入れねえからな。ツタが絡みついてきやがる。
Cut them with your axe.
俺もここまで来んのはさすがに初めてだ。何せこの辺境に住む者にとっちゃ、この辺りに足を踏み入れるなんざ禁忌中の禁忌だからな。
Why the emphasis? It's not just regular forbidden, it's extremely forbidden. Okay, well, let's go over the plan one more time. First, we'll make a noise to lure Mutikapa out. Oh, this is gonna be a fight. And then, when Mutikapa appears, we'll run as fast as we can back here, where our trap is set.
ここに到着すれば落とし穴の蓋が開いて追いかけてきたムティカパはずぶ濡れになるって寸法だな。注意することは水を浴びせる前にムティカパを攻撃しても 効果がないってことか。
Okay, note to self. Do not attack the large cat before it's wet. Interesting. Therefore, no matter what happens, don't stop and try to fight back. Run as fast as you can.
失敗すれば仲良く胃袋の中ってな。
Thanks. That makes me feel so much better. Stuck in a stomach with Teoro. Now that's a depressing thought.
いいじゃねえか、そんなのもよ。
Alright.
始めるとすっか。
Probably. Jingle all the way? Do you think that will lure it out?
ああ、奴は自分の住処で騒がれるのを一番嫌うからな。
Even rain?
ほら、おいでなすった。逃げるぜ、ハンちゃん。
What? The vines are wrapping around me.
くそー、ほどけねえぞ、こいつ。
Well, I guess this wasn't going to be easy. Ah, Teoro, don't pull.
あんちゃんこそ何引っ張って。
Teoro, it's hard to move. Give me some space.
あっちゃ、あんちゃんこそもう少し。
Are we tied together?
ほどけねえ。
Teoro, your axe. Your axe.
それだ。
Did it work?
よーし、逃げるぜ。
Good thing these vines aren't made out of Mutikapa's fur. Hi. No wonder he's so angry. His eyes look red AF. All right, let's split up.
ああ、どっちが追いかけられても恨みっこなしだぜ。
Well, if me losing is a win condition for it, then it'll probably go after me. See you later.
あんちゃんもな。
Now! Teroros,
うわ、
why are you here?
なんであんちゃんが。
Hi. Ah! I guess it's just me. Ugh. Oh geez, he's fast. Watch him have like double the movement of us. We finally made it.
ここに来るまでに体力を全部使い果たしちまった。そう。
Huh? Hi.
急いでください。後ろ。
That facial expression seems weirdly, not fitting. Behind? Oh,
うわ、
hi.
そう、もう追いついてきやがったか。
Teoro, we got to hurry. Oh, great. What?
こいつら。
Oh, come on. They can't be. Trying to get in our way.
そうかい。こないだのお礼参りってわけかい。
What, does he not eat you guys? We don't have time to deal with them right now. Let's force our way across.
おう。
run. Ruler of the Wild Forest. I'm not going to try to pronounce that forest name. Alright, need to lure Mutikapa to the destination, and yep, Hakuolwo is defeated, that figures. Okay. Battle prep. Okay, so they're both deployed, got it. Alright. Let's see. I think all of my BP has been allocated. I don't think we have any equipment or anything else, but I think I've already distributed out healing items and stuff like that, so it should be okay there. Hopefully. I would really like to see the map. How do I see the map? View map. Why? Okay. So, we need to get over here. That's a rock. The rock has HP. That's not helpful. Okay. Okay, so I guess... Oh yeah, also I added the turn order. Oh great, and of course they all get to go first. Alright, well, go figure. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. That's still really loud. Stages with special victory conditions. Guide Mutikapa to the destination marker in order to complete this stage successfully. Victory conditions depend on the stage. Be sure to confirm when playing. Pretty sure the victory condition is don't die. I'm just running for it. You can stay. Oh, okay. That's good news. Cannot run as quickly as I thought. I'm just going for it. I'm just going for it. I'm probably opening up myself some attacks. Let's see. Okay, so I know there's the disadvantage. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I was trying to see the range. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so if I go over here as far as I can, then I'll be out of range for that. Probably gonna get hit by this guy, but that's okay, since Teoro's got the advantage anyway. What about you? Let's see. Okay, no. That's not too bad. I'm more worried about the range of... Okay, a little bit more range than I was hoping for, but I guess I'm not terribly surprised by that. I think it'll still be alright. Alright, yep, same deal. Just go that way, turn this way. And you can stay there. Ah. Ow. I'm not dead yet. Alright, well, I'm gonna continue moving forward, but this time I'm gonna hit you. Oh, nice, I'm gonna be able to kill it in one hit. Sorry, we don't have time to play with you. And so you die. Okay, let's see. Alright, if I keep moving Teoro forward... Where's that going to put him? I'm mostly worried about the wind guy. I think it'll be alright, though. Let's see, so let me look again. I probably will get an attack from the water guy. That's okay. I can take that. Alright. No, don't wait. And turn around. Actually, I should turn that way. Yeah. Oh no, I chose poorly. I'm okay. I put many points in defense. I'm kind of wondering at this point if I should move her back. No, I'll move her back when they get closer. I'll move her back there, but... Yep, just gonna keep on moving back. Oh, you are slow, Teoro. Okay, so I'll probably take another attack from him. But if I face back, that should at least help a little bit. Yep. Dang, how did you get 2 attacks? Wait, are you the same one that attacked me before? I've already forgotten. Alright. She can fall back to the trap area. Wait. I will have Hakuolwo fall back here. That should be fine. It's a good thing that Teoro has the most defense because he's just being the punching bag in this fight. Okay, let's go back further. Wait, which way does this go? I don't know. Actually, I wonder... would it be dumb to heal? Let me look at the turn order again. I think she would be okay. No. You know what? He's got enough health. He's robust enough that he can survive. A few more hits. I'm gonna make sure that we get beyond the trap area. In the worst case scenario, I've also got those healing items, so I feel like it'll be alright. Alright. Yep, same deal. At least he's kind of getting blocked by the, I've already forgotten what they're called. The monkeys. I'm just gonna say the monkeys. That one guy really wants to hit Teoro. It's fine. Like I said, he can take it. Alright. I think at this point, I don't have to pull back quite as far. Because I think once Mutikapa comes into the trap range, this is where it's going to start to get a little bit dicey because... Alright. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if the range... They basically have the same range, don't they? I wonder if that means if I move him over there, if he's going to end up taking 2 hits. He might. Again, he can survive it, so I'm not terribly worried. Yeah. I could use a healing item, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit premature. I'm probably going to wait until... Alright, move her back there, so actually, you know what? Oh no, she still can't reach Hakuolwo. I was gonna say, that would make sense if I used her to heal. Yep. I'm really glad I went ahead and leveled them up to level 2, because I feel like that's helping. You're okay, buddy. You can handle it. Okay. Yep, just gonna have you wait there. Go back that way. Wait a minute. I have a better idea. If I line him up, I think... Yeah, there's the morale boost. Ooh, but if I put him in the other space... you know what? He'll be okay with the morale boost. Right. Aruruu behind. He doesn't need that much healing, so I'm just gonna do the 1. Yay! I'm getting better about the ring timing. It's still not perfect, but I'm getting there. Alright. I'm going to now move him that way. Wait. Move Teoro back. That way. There we go. Next turn. Definitely gonna heal him. But I'm at the point where I should be able to start just railing on those monkeys now. There we go. Yeah. Nice. And full health. Perfect. And she got 12 experience, so that's good. Alright, now I can start actually wailing on you guys. Teoro, just ignore them. But they're in the way, so... I need the experience. I don't have the timing down on the second hit when he does that, because the way... I don't know, something about the way he spins around, it just throws me off. It's fine. Oh, guess I wasn't close enough. Ouch. That hurt. But I'm okay. Had to get more water though. Oh no, 2 damage. Well, since he's right in front of my face, may as well hit him. Yeah, I know I'm not getting the advantage from hitting them on the side or anything like that, but it's fine. Kill him again. Turtle tactics. It works. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but actually, you know what? I think I might go over here. Well, I'll lose the morale boost. What happens if I hit him from over here? 29. That's a negligible difference. I'll just hit him head on. Whap. You're probably not a fan of that move. Ha ha ha, wait. Oh, for a second I thought it was the guy behind him. I was like, wait, are they just gonna start throwing poo at me or something? Ha 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 ha. You activated my trap card. I agree, ooh. Did it work? Oh, that's not great.
なんじゃ、もしかしてあちらさん、えらいご機嫌斜めじゃねえか。
In fairness, he looked mad to begin with, so I don't think this is that much of a change. Except for now he's both wet and mad. Well, it was completely soaked in water, which it hates. It's almost certainly pissed off, right?
いや、そんなのと戦わにゃならん俺たちは。
Pain.
どうなるんだ?
Pain is going to happen. I didn't think that far ahead. Boss fight. Oh, wait, are the monkeys gone? Oh, did we heal? Oh, that's interesting. And the music changed. Alrighty. It's probably foolish to charge head on. Oh, can I not hit it? Oh. Well, now that, Okay, change of plans. We're gonna let the tiger come to us. That seems like a good plan. I like this plan. I'm just kidding. I don't really like this plan, but it's the best plan I got at this particular juncture. Okay. Oh, you hit hard. Okay. Huh. Wait. Does that provoke an attack of opportunity or something? Alright, I need to... Wrong thing. Unit details. Increases... Decreases magic defense. Well, yeah, magic defense. Chain attack. Eye of the Fighter. Stops unit that... Oh! That's interesting. So when you say stops, what does that mean? Does that mean, like, prevents from moving, or is it sort of a... What's the word I'm looking for? An attack of opportunity kind of thing. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Okay. Okay, no, it just stops you from moving. Okay, that's not that bad. Oh. Okay, that... So it still takes the same amount of damage. Alright. 23 from that side. 23. I guess there's not really any point in... So it's still 23. Alright. If I go from the front, still 23. Alright, well, I guess it doesn't matter where I hit it from then. Just hit the cat. Which I'm not a huge fan of the concept of hitting the cat because I like cats, but this cat wants to kill me. Wait, why did I do that? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. No. Hit the cat. Don't wait. Oh, his zeal's getting up high. Oh, hi. Hey, can we talk about this? Ow. Okay, never mind. At least it wasn't 2 hits. Yeah, Hakuolwo needs some health. That was a good amount of health, actually. Okay, this isn't looking too bad. Cat hits like a truck, but that's okay. We are holding it out. Holding it down? I don't know. Smack that cat. I have to ask you a question. Oh, it was critical. Okay. Back strike. Aruruu! Health would be great. Thank you. You gotta be kidding me. Aha. That was a very dramatic fall. I got an achievement. Weird that the achievements pop up down there. And we leveled up. Sweet. Ooh, chain attack strengthened. And more healing items. Ooh. Secret medicine made from boiled shune. I don't know. Sprouts. Very bitter. PP allocation with this dramatic music in the background. Done. Dun 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 dun. Dramatic edit. May as well do one each. Confirm. Let's see. I'm gonna pump one more into your defense because that worked really well. I've actually put quite a few points into her healing abilities. Ooh. Do I want to... She really does need more defense. I feel like in the long run that's going to be beneficial, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. That seems fair. Her healing's pretty good. I mean, she was really doing well in that fight. Equip. Since you tend to have very serious if you die win conditions, I'm gonna give you that. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. Because the more I think about it, the more I think she really needs to have it because she can't heal herself. If she could heal herself, then it would be different. I hope we get another healer soon.
あんた、生きてるか?
Yeah, didn't you see me distributing out my BP? Somehow. What about you, Teoro?
こっちもどうにかな.
Well, it's good that we clarified that. Otherwise, we'd be talking to ghosts, I guess. Yeah, we were saved thanks to you, Aruruu. That's what happens when you get scratched by a large cat that many times. Please do.
ほら、お前さんも。
悪いな。
こうしてると昔を思い出すね。
What were you doing in your old times? How was your early relationship if this is what was a regular occurrence?
擦り傷だらけで狩りから帰ってきたお前さんをこうして手当てして。
そうだな。あの頃の母ちゃんは可愛かったっけな。
Ooh, that phrasing though.
うん。いいな。
What was that?
いえ、なんでも。
The density continues.
はい、これでよしと。
I'm sorry. In the end, you're always having to save me, Aruruu.
そんなことないですよ。
It's kinda true.
あ。ハルル、どうしてここに。
She came back with a boiling pot of water to throw on me.
ほら、待ちなさい。危ないから来ちゃダメって言ったのに、また言いつけ破って。どうしたの？そのお腹。
Her stomach? I look at Aruru's stomach and notice that it seems to be swollen.
ハルル、何それ。ハルル？赤ちゃん。
What now?
赤ちゃん？ハルルの赤ちゃん。
What, does she have a mororo under there or something? Aruruu rubs her stomach and starts squirming.
動いた。なんだ、そうな。赤ちゃんって。ハルルとお父さんの赤ちゃん。
Oh, that's awkward. No? What? Everyone's gaze turns to me, and this is where I die. Survive the giant cat, get killed by the villagers.
ハクオラさん。
あんちゃん。いや、
Wait.
ハクオラさん。
It's not like that. Huh? Is there a kitten? What's that sound? It sounds like the cry of some small animal. Aruruu, tell us the truth. You're hiding something in your clothes, aren't you? I reach into the folds of Aruru's clothes and pull out something that's crying. It's small and furry. It feels like I've seen it somewhere before, or rather...
おい、そいつはムティカパの赤ん坊じゃねえか。
Oh no. You're right. But why does she have it? Aruruu, where did you...
約束。
You made a promise to Mutikapa? Promise?
約束したから。
She promised? What does she mean?
こりゃまた厄介なもの。どうするに？
どうするって。こんな赤ん坊じゃ親が死んじまったら生きてけねえ。
No, we're gonna raise it as our own big kitty companion.
それに万が一生き延びたとしても、いつかこいつも人を襲うようになる。
Not if we raise it as our own cute kitty companion.
かわいそうだが、やるしかねえな。
だな。
仕方ないだに。
あんちゃん、そいつをこっちに。
ダメ。
What? Aruruu suddenly grabs Mutikapa's baby and tries to run off.
おい、どこへ持ってく気だ。
Probably back to Tuskuru. She's gonna be like, oh, fine, you can have a pet.
さあ、アルル。そいつをこっちによこすんだ。やって。いいか、アルル。気持ちはわからんでもねえが、そいつを放っておくわけにはいかねえんだ。一時の情けが、取り返しのつかない事態になることだってある。わかるな？
Hey, you know, everybody said saving the Rachni was a bad idea, but it helped with the war assets against the Reapers.
そいつをそのまま生かしてたら、いつか人を襲うようになる。それがわからねえほど子供じゃねえだろう。いい加減にしねえか。一体どれだけ人死にが出たと思ってんだ。
やだ。
Aw.
やだ。
悪いが、今度ばかりは泣いたってダメだ。
I don't know, it's kind of winning me over.
約束した。
Then again, I also want to save the cat, so...
お母さんになるって 約束した。待ってください。ちゃんと育てるから。
Yes.
ちゃんといい子に育てるから。だからお姉ちゃん。だから
エルルまで何言って、よりによって育てるとこんなの育てられるわけがないだろう。なあ、二人とも。俺は何も二人が憎くて言ってるんじゃ。あんちゃん、黙ってないでなんとか言ってやってくれ。あんちゃんなら俺の言ってることわかるだろ。
Well, I do understand. But how can you say no to those faces?
ハクオロさん。お父さん。
It's no use. There's no way I can say no to those faces. I knew it. However, what Teoro is saying makes perfect sense. When you consider what'll happen, we have to. No matter how much these girls will fight it.
いいんじゃない？そこまで言うんなら。
Well, we're outnumbered. Seppuku?
おいおい、母ちゃんまで。こいつが大きくなって暴れたりしたらどうする？
そん時はそん時。またお前さんが何とかしてくれるんでしょ。
なんとかって簡単に言うけどな。
なんだい、自信ないのかい？
なことはあるか。ムティカパの一匹や二匹どうってこと。
Well, that was easy.
だったらいいじゃないか。
その子の好きにさせるといい。
I knew it.
村尾さん。
アルル、呼ばれたのかい？
Oh.
そうかい。
Called.
テオロ、アルルーの好きにさせておやり。
しかし村尾さん。
心配いらん。この子ならちゃんと育てるよ。それでもし何かあったら、この首をくれてやるわい。
Alright, I'm gonna ask the insensitive question. What are the odds of it being fully grown before Tuskura is, dead? Because she's old. But then again, I don't know how long folks live, like these folks. Do they have human lifespans, or do they have shorter lifespans? I don't know.
それとも、この干からびた首では不服かい？
いや。
なんなら、おまけに白オロの首もつけてやるわい。
Why not? Everybody else does. Wait.
やれやれだ。ま、村尾さんがそこまで言うならもう何も言わねえ。だが、いいかアルル。もし何かあるようなら分かってんな。
うん。
Aruruu happily cradles the cub and dashes off.
本当に分かってんのかね。
Maybe.
おばあちゃん、呼ばれたってどういうこと？
わしにもよくわからん。ただ、姉様はそう言っとった。
Oh, right, because she's the girl from the story.
まさか、また呼ばれることになるとはね。
That explains a lot. As she whispers that, Tuskura looks down at Mutikapa's corpse. Did something happen with Mutikapa in the past? I can't tell anything from her cold expression. She's good at playing cards close to her chest. Move! Show me the kitty.
コロコロコロ。
The Mutikapa cub chases after the ball Aruruu made it out of cloth and pounces on it. It plays with it for a while, then grabs the ball in its mouth and rushes to bring it back to Aruruu. It's a cat that plays fetch.
いい子いい子。
She pets it as it mewls contentedly. It's really gotten attached to you.
もともと懐っこい性格みたいですけど、アルルを親だと思ってるみたいです。 どんな時もアルルーから離れたがらなくて。
Now that you mention it, they've been inseparable lately. They've been playing together, eating together, and even sleeping together. By the way, have you picked out a name yet?
それはムックル。
Alright. Mukuru?
だからもっと違う名前にしましょうって。
Why, does that mean something bad?
ね、ムックル。ムックルもムックルがいいって。
It seems like it somehow learned to respond to the name Mukuru.
もっと可愛い名前が良かったのに。
Oh, well, if that's the only logic. At least it looks like we don't have to worry about this one anymore.
でもやっぱり不安です。みんなにあんなことを言っちゃいましたけど。おいで、ムックル。
Mukuru rushes over at Aruru's beckoning. She picks it up and it happily licks her cheek.
くすぐったい。
There's no need to worry. I'm sure it'll be all okay. Yep, real sure.
ちょっと。
Aw. When I look over, I see that Mukuru has climbed inside Aruru's clothing, trying to snuggle.
ムックル、お腹すいたって。
Ah.
くすぐった。そこは。
Hungry? That means... Whoa, hey, where's... Oh, that's, Okay, that sound is not pleasant in the headphones. Okay, thank you. Why did her voice suddenly go up? But... Wait, I have questions. After letting out an anguished meow, it came crawling out, utterly defeated. Oh, okay. I was like, did it actually get food? Then it looked up at Aruruu with sadness in its eyes. Aw.
どうしたの？ムックル、かわいそうって。ムックル、おいで。
Aruruu extends her hand, and Mukuru happily climbs into her clothing. Wait. This time, it seems to have latched on there. Like with Aruruu, there's no chance anything will come out, but Mukuru keeps sucking nonetheless. Okay. It pokes its head out from her clothing, and once again it looks over at Aruruu with sadness in its eyes. No, that's more than just sadness. That's pity. There's an awful sound somewhere between a snap and a crack, which startles Aruruu and Mukuru. There's no need to worry. We can all tell who is obviously in charge here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, today, I noticed that a throng of people are standing near the center of the village for some reason. I wonder what's going on.
Hey, 邪魔だ! どけ! 道を開けろ!
I don't know why, but I misread that as spider for a second. I was just like, why is the spider talking?
なんであんたらいきなりやってきて。控えろ。御前であるぞ。
I don't know who that is.
ここの村長をすぐにここへ連れてこい。
おや、わしに何かえ？
貴様がこの村の村長か。
いかにも。で、何の用じゃな？
恐れ多くも、我らが偉大なる藩主ササンテ様が直々にお話になられる。頭を下げよ。頭を下げよ。聞こえないか？
Oh, jeez, what the hell is that? Oh, well, that... What?
死に損ないが目で生きとったにゃも。
あいにくじゃったね。 前にこそこそと持っていった痔の薬は効いたのかい？
Because this guy's gonna be a pain in the ass.
それでここに何の用だい？またろくでもないことじゃろう。
Ooh.
おめえら聞くところによるとずいぶん羽振りがいいにゃも。
何が言いたいんじゃ？
なのにおめえらそれを隠し、そうごまかしていたにゃも。これは許されることではないにゃもよ。
I like his little nyan moo at the end of every line, even though I already can tell I'm not gonna like this guy.
冗談言いでないよ。この大所帯、やっとみんなが食ってゆけるようになったんじゃ。そなら毎回お前さんたちがなけなしの蓄えを持っていくじゃろ。
Dude certainly looks well fed.
わしのところから持っていく薬をどれだけの根をふっかけて売っ払っとるか聞かせてもらいたいもんじゃな。
この無礼者め、誰に向かっての言い草か。
よいにゃも。所詮死に損ないのざれ言にゃもよ。
結局何が言いたいんじゃ。
そうごまかしていたのは許せないにゃもんが、話によっては許してやらんでもないにゃも。まずはごまかしていた層をすべて払ってもらうにゃも。そうにゃも。かれこれ10年分は払ってもらうにゃも。
Jeez.
ちょっと待て。10年分だ。どういうことだ。
おめえらはわしを騙しとったにゃも。当然にゃもよ。
ふざけんな。
テオロ、黙っといで。
村尾さん。
黙っとれ。
それとにゃぷぷぷぷぷぷ。
Alright.
なんでもおめえら鉄を作ってるという噂にゃも。
Who told you that?
それを都に持って行ったそうにゃも。いけないにゃも。勝手にそんなことをしたら。鉄は作るにも売るにもわしの許可がいるにゃも。それを黙ってるとは打ち首者にゃも。
That seems a bit extreme.
許してほしいか。許してほしいにゃもね。
まだむしり足りないのかい。
にゃぷにゃぷぷぷぷぷぷぷぷ。これからは鉄も納めてもらうにゃも。もし払えないのにやら分かってるにゃも。
Yep. Really don't like that guy.
村尾さん。なんで奴らの言うことなんか。
あそこで首を縦に振らなんだら難癖をつけられてここを焼き払われとったよ。
Gee, what a charming guy.
あの場合わしらに断ることなどできはしなかったんじゃ。
I'm sorry.
お前さんが何を謝るかい。
I didn't know that we needed permission to make iron. Had I known,
んな許可などありゃせんよ。
I kind of figured. Huh?
でっち上げじゃ。わしらから絞り取るためにそう言ったまでさ。
Yeah. Then why do we...
あやつらがそう言えばそれがまかり通る世の中だからね。
What are you laughing about? Hmm? Oh,
どうした？ガン首揃えて慌てふためいたりしてよ。
of course.
ヌワンギ。まさか、てめえの仕業か。
Wow. You really are the worst.
そんな口を聞かない方が身のためだぜ。何しろ、これからここは俺様が治めることになったんだからな。まあ、これが俺様の実力ってやつだ。てめえら黙って俺様のために働いてりゃいいんだよ。どうだエルル、俺様の力は。
Do you like me now that I've made everything worse for your village?
ひどい。
え？
みんな一生懸命だったのに。
Wait, did he really think that was going to help?
エルル？
This guy's a dumbass.
それなのに。それなのに。
なぜだ。俺はお前のために。
Seriously, you really thought this was gonna... Okay.
お前さん、相変わらずバカだね。
Thank you.
そんなことして誰が喜ぶと思ってるんだい？
That's what I was trying to figure out.
何を。俺様の何が。
Okay.
くそー。
はあ、そしてここにもう一人のバカ。
I'm kind of noticing a trend that most of the guys in this game are kind of stupid. She glares at me while saying that. Me?
何をぼーっと突っ立ってるのさ。
I don't have the green diamond.
こんな時こそ優しく包み込んであげなきゃダメでしょ。
That's... well...
ああ、どうしてうちの男どもはこう。
That's a good question. Seriously, why are all of the guys in this thing stupid? I mean, like, abnormally stupid. Oh, this isn't good. We have less food than I expected. Damn, if they hadn't taken our food, we wouldn't be in this situation. What should I do? At this rate, the warehouse will be empty in no time. What should I do?
おい、あんちゃん。まだ起きてるのか？
Yep, having existential insomnia. Teoro?
ちょいと勝手に失礼するぜ。
What's so important this late at night?
いや、すまねえな。あんちゃんに知らせて、手より見てほしいものがあってよ。
See something?
ああ、悪いが、ちょっと来てくれねえか？
Sure, but...
どうしたんですか？こんな真夜中に。
I don't know, for some reason everybody in this village has something to show you at night.
いやあ、嬢ちゃんらを起こしちまったか。なに、ちょっとばかりあんちゃんに用事があってな。
どこか行くの？
どこかってほどでもねえが、ちょいとそこまでな。
Go back to sleep, you two. If you stay up too late, you'll have a rough day tomorrow.
はい。アルル、戻ろう。
Aruruu shakes her head in response to Aruruu's instructions.
アルル？アルルも行く。
Aw. Aw?
行くって。お父さんが行くなら、アルルも行く。もう、そんな眠そうな顔してわがまま言わないの。行くの。
Aruruu sleepily staggers over to me and tightly grabs a hold of my clothes. This girl.
別にいいんじゃねえのかい？どうせすぐそこだしな。
Alright, but I'm gonna have to give her a piggyback ride back.
俺、こっちだ。あれだよ、あれ。あれを見てくれや。
That stump's been there. That's...
ああ、この間、あのクソ虫どもに持ってかれた俺たちの飯さ。
It's back? How?
もしかしてヌワンギが。
いや、そりゃ違うだろうぜ。
でも。
気持ちはわからんでもねえが、奴はもう昔のヌワンギじゃねえ。昔の、あの頃の貧しかった生活を忘れてなかったら、これ以上俺たちから絞り取ろうなんて考えもしなかったはずだ。忘れちまったのさ。贅沢な暮らしに慣れちまってな。
But if that's the case, then who?
おばあちゃん。起きてきたの？
ああ、年寄りは眠りが浅くてね。
村尾さ、
ああ、話は聞いたよ。きっと貧しいわしらを憐れんで、誰かが取り戻してくれたんじゃろう。誰かは知らんが、ありがたいことじゃて。
How can she make such an assertion without knowing who did it?
さ、ぼさっとしとらんで運ばんかえ。
Because she probably does.
よーし、みんな運ぶぞ。
Seriously, why is everybody awake right now? Well, this solves our immediate problem, but who in the world? Huh? That figure in the shadows was... must be Oboro.
どうかしたんですか？
Oh, it's nothing.
お父さん。
Hey, I know you're sleepy, but hold on. It's time to put the children to bed. Come on, Aruruu. You should go back too.
はい。それって私も子供ってことですか？
There is no winning. No, I didn't really mean it like that.
じゃあどういう意味ですか？
I didn't really mean anything by... Hey, look. I'm going to bed too. She's at that delicate age. That figure. How old are we? I have many questions. I was sure it was over here, but I lost sight of him. You? Hi. Thanks for the food. Why was that guy here? Could he have? But if it was him, why in the world would... For mystery. I have options. To the square, maybe? Eeny, meeny, miny, that one. What beautiful weather. The sky is so clear. It kind of makes me wish I could just float up and away. A day like this has to turn out good. Unless I say something stupid. I hear singing in the distance. The voice is so fluid and quiet. My feet naturally gravitate toward the voice, like I'm being drawn toward it. Aruruu is happily hanging laundry as she sings. She looks pretty happy.
こっちはこれで終わりっと。
Doing laundry? You're always so busy.
そんなことないですよ。こんな日に洗濯物を干すのって好きなんです。こんないいお天気は久しぶりだから嬉しくって。溜まってた洗濯物を全部洗って、ついでに寝床の干し草も取り替えて。
Oh, hey!
やることがいっぱいあります。
Aruruu is smiling delightfully. She doesn't seem to think it's hard or burdensome at all. Oh, I can help you.
え?
Here, let me see.
そんなことまでしてもらわなくても。
Those are my unmentionables. It's fine. It'll be much more fun doing it together than by yourself. Oh, am I overstepping my boundaries?
いえ、そんなことないです。
Then let me help you.
はい。
I take the large pile of laundry and quickly spread the clothes out. Something smells nice. Maybe it's the soap. Huh? What's so funny?
いいえ、ごめんなさい。ただ。
Just?
なんでもないです。
What? What was she going to say? It's a mystery. Ow. Ugh, my back. This is actually quite a lot of work. Anyway, there are a lot of these tupai fabrics. I wonder what they're used for. Maybe bandages? But they're too short and the fabric's too thick. Oh, yeah, underwear. Aruruu, what is this?
はい、何ですか?
This fabric, or tupai, or whatever it's called, what do you use it for? Yep. Whoa! It all happened at once. When I tried to unfold it for a better look, Aruruu snatched it quicker than the eye could see and hid it behind her. Aruruu?
なんでもないです。これはなんでもないです。
Are you sure?
本当になんでもないですから。
Hmm? So many questions, so few answers. Oh hey, I was hoping we were going to get to see Yuzuha in this episode. I've been here several times now. She's really been smiling a lot lately. At first, she had a weak, almost pained smile, but now it shines with life.
Hakuolwoや、そろそろ帰るへ。
Oh, but I'm having fun, Grandma.
もう行ってしまうのですか？
We'll return soon. Please look forward to our next visit.
はい。
Well, I guess we got to see her briefly.
それではゆずはもお見送りします。
何を言ってる。お前はおとなしく寝ているんだ。
Do you still hate us?
でも
あまり兄を困らせないでくれ。
はい。
それではトゥスクル様、ありがとうございました。
それではの。
Tuskuru, please go on ahead. There's something that I need to discuss with him.
話？
まあ先に行ってるで夜明けまでには戻るんじゃな。
なんだ、俺に話とは。
I mean, you didn't have to take all the stuff off. Why are you holding her back?
何？
Why don't you try letting her do the things she wants to do a little more often?
何かと思えば、俺のしていることは全てユズハのためだ。赤の他人が口を挟まないでもらおうか。
For her? Really? From where I stand, it looks more like you've locked her away in a jail.
何？
That poor girl. To be confined to a windowless room, knowing nothing of the outside world. She didn't even know the word friend. You're doing that for her?
うるさい！何も知らない奴が勝手なことをほざくな！ユズハは強い日差しの下に出ることができない。ああしていることがユズハにとって一番なんだ。
But is that really what she wants? For example, even if her life is short, she wants to live it to the fullest, freely. Did you know that?
そんなはずはない。ユズハのことは俺が一番よく知っている。
If that's truly the case, then you must be blind.
何？
Or is the reason because you don't want her to know what you've been doing? Are you afraid that if you let her out, she's going to find out that you're a thief? Did I hit the nail on the head?
黙れ。
So, you're fooling yourself and the others about being a thief with a code, and you intend to fool Yuzuha as well.
黙れ！もう一度同じことを抜かしてみろ。
The sounds of the forest have gone silent. There's a chill in the air, and an intense pressure. I see. So this is his true nature. I'll say it as much as I want. You are fooling that girl in order to satisfy your own desires.
死ね。
In an instant, Oboro blurs and vanishes like the mist. In that same instant, a shiver runs down my spine. He's behind me? Right when I duck, the blade slices through the air where my neck just was. Damn, if I was any slower, my head would be rolling around on the ground somewhere. There's no doubt about it. There was no hesitation in his technique. He went straight for a beheading. This means he's not kidding around. He's fast. Now he's dual wielding? Shit. Searing pain shoots in my arm, like being stabbed with red-hot poker, then instantly becomes numbing cold. Is this from extreme blood loss? I can't feel my fingertips.
やるな。今のを下げたのは貴様が初めてだ。だがその傷では満足に動かすことはできまい。
That's not true. Just a few licks and a slight graze will be all better.
そう
I can barely move my arm like this. Even if I lick my wounds, it won't stop the pain. Wait, lick? I could suck up the blood. Blood. Why not?
トゥスクル様に免じて一度だけ機会を与えてやる。さっきの言葉を取り消し、地にひれ伏せ。
Withdraw my accusations. Do you really get this offended every time someone points out that Yuzuha's nothing more than your beloved pet? Here he comes. Now! I sprayed the blood I sucked up into Oboro's eyes. Give it up already. Blood is surprisingly viscous. Sure, you can rub it off, but it won't be easy. Without being able to see, Oboro haphazardly swings his sword around. This is over. Damn. This was a bad idea. Too much reckless motion.
その程度で俺が倒れるとでも思っているのか。
We obviously did something. No, not defeat you.
なんだ体が言うことを。
Fascinating, isn't it? Your whole world is spinning and your body feels like it's stuck in mud. No matter how hard you try to stand, your body won't allow it.
貴様、何をした？
I just rattled you a little. Having such sharp senses isn't always what it's cracked up to be. No matter how much you struggle, you won't be able to stand for a while. Remember, there's more than one way to fight. Oop, and we're gonna pass out. Having flashbacks to the first episode. Damn. Was I too reckless? Oh, hey.
が済んだかいこのバカ誰ども。
Well, considering the forest sounds are back, probably. Huh? Tuskuru? I thought you went on ahead.
大方こんなことだろうと思っとったわい。俺、さっさとそこに座らんか。 別の場所を縫われたくなかったら動くでないよ。
その程度で悲鳴を上げるとはな。
Oh, that's rich. You're already all sewed up.
俺、お前さんも消毒しとけ。
Never mind.
トゥスクル様、しみる。
男ならグダグダ言うでないよ。
What was that about being a baby?
なんだと？
Damn. We both have terrible luck.
分かっていたさ。
Aw.
そんなことは言われなくったって分かっていた。だが俺にはこうするしか。
若様、こんなところに。
何事だ。騒がしいぞ。
ユズハ様が。
ユズハがどうした？
まさか。
Oh shit. Oh no! Oh geez. This...
おい、ユザー！しっかりしろ！ どうしたんだユズハ。一体ユズハに何があった？
それが若様が出られてからすぐに熱が出て、それでどんどんひどくなってくみたいで、もう意識が。
なぜもっと早く知らせなかった？
申し訳ありません。急いで知らせようとしたんですけど見つからなくて、その。
テスカル、テスカル。
なんということ。
テスカル？
姉様。
テスカル、what's wrong？
まさかこいつはユズハから光を奪った。トゥスクル様、ユズハを助けてあげてください。お願いします。この通りです。
頭を上げよ。誇り高きお主が土下座などするものではない。このトゥスクル、命に代えてもこの子を見捨てるような真似などせん。
トゥスクル様。
Wow, I was impressed when I saw Aruruu prepare medicine, but Tuskara is on a whole other level.
これを見るがいい。
She breaks a ball on her necklace and a purple powder comes out. That powder is...
硬派を粉末にしたものじゃよ。
Amber? Does amber come in purple?
無意硬派というものじゃよ。
Oh, well, okay.
無意硬派。まさかなぜトゥスクル様がそんなものを。
Huh? Why are you getting so worked up? Is there something special about purple amber?
僕にもよくわからないんですけど、もしかしてその一かけらで一生遊んで暮らせるっていう無意硬派のこととか。
Oh.
そしてこれを先ほど調合した薬品と混ぜ合わせ煎ずる。できたよ。これを少しずつ湿らせるようにして飲ませるんじゃ。
はい。ほらユザ。
落ち着いたようじゃな。これ
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。よかったなユズハ。本当によかった。
じゃがあのまま旅立った方が幸せだったかもしれん。
Yikes. Huh? What do you mean by that?
まだ終わっとらん。いいかえ、ここユズハのこの発作はこれだけで終わらん。2度3度と不定期にその命が尽きるまで続くはずじゃ。
Oh.
ですが発作が起こったとしてもこの薬さえあれば。
その度にこの無意硬派の粉を使うのかい？わしが持っているのもあと数回分しか残っておらん。それを使い切り、そしてその次の発作が起こったら、その時は覚悟しておくれ。
そんな。
If she has another fit, she'll...
他に方法は、ユズハが助かる方法はないんですか
Tuskara answers by solemnly shaking her head.
なぜだ。なぜユズハばかりが。この子が一体何をした。とても素直で優しくて虫一匹だって殺したことのないこの子に一体何の罪が。
Oboro.
ゆずは
お兄様。
ゆずはもう大丈夫なのか？気分は悪くないのか？
ゆずははどうかしてたのですか？
ゆずは
Does she really not remember having a fit?
お兄様、声が震えてますけど、どうしたのですか？
なんでも
Sorry for waking you up. Were we too loud?
ハクオロ様、お帰りになったのでは？
Oh, I forgot something. And when I returned, we got carried away with our conversation. Sorry for being so loud.
急に起こしたりして気分は悪くなってないかい？
トゥスクル様、はい、なんだかとってもいい気分です。こんな気分久しぶり。
そうかい、それはよかった。その分ならもうすぐ治るじゃろ。
本当？
はは、もちろんじゃって。
そしたら私やってみたいことがあります。
なんだい？
ゆずはは思いっきり走ってみたいです。いい香りのするお花畑の中を思いっきり。
そうかい。それなら体が治るように頑張らないといけないね。
はい。
What is he doing? I elbow Oboro. Laugh cheerfully, you idiot. Otherwise she's going to figure it out. Oboro desperately tries to laugh, but another emotion won't allow it. Laugh! Oboro manages to make a faint smile. His smile is distorted by his tears.
急に走ったりして転ぶなよ。
Yuzuha smiles. Her smile is so pure it tugs at my heartstrings. Well, we'd better get going again. Yuzuha, you should get a little more sleep.
ハクオロ様、また今度も来てもらえますか？
Yes, of course I will. So make sure to eat well and take your medicine. Get healthy as soon as possible. I gently stroke her hair. It surprises her at first, but she eventually closes her eyes.
はい、待ってます。
Why does a girl this pure have to? That really sucks.
くそ、俺としたことがなんてドジを。
どちらへ行くつもりですか？
Uh-oh. Oh no.
残念ですが、ここから先は行き止まりです。賊が忍び込んだとのことでしたが、王城の蔵に手を出すとは大胆なことを。手荒な真似はしたくありません。おとなしく投降してください。
ふん、随分と舐めてくれたものだな。まさかたった一人でこの俺を取り押さえられるとでも思っているのか？
Considering how he's dressed, probably.
ええ、あなた程度でしたら私一人で十分です。
何？
抵抗するだけ無駄です。あなたでは私に勝てません。もっともさすがにその逃げ足には追いつけそうにありませんね。ですから捕まりたくないのなら逃げることです。背を向け尾を巻いて 全力で。そう
言ってくれたな。ならば試してみるか。
無駄な贅肉のない均衡の取れた肉体。速さを重点に置いた戦術を得意としますか。
何？
感覚が鋭く、物の符としての資質も悪くない。おそらくほとんど負けるということを経験していないのでしょう。うぬぼれ、おごり高ぶるにはこの上ないですね。そしてそのおごりは冷静な判断力を鈍らせる。
弱い獣はよく吠えるというが、貴様も同じようだな。
その吠えるだけの獣に何を尻込みしているのです。まさかおじけづいたのですか。
言わせておけば。こいつただ突っ立っているように見えて隙がない。下手に飛び込めばその槍で串刺しか。だが懐にさえ飛び込めばそこ。
Oboro launches himself towards the tiny opening in his adversary's defense. But his enemy's spear point is ready and waiting, filling the opening before Oboro does. Oboro barely manages to dodge it, but his cloak isn't so lucky. Then the spear twists deviously and catches a firm hold of Oboro's Aruruu. Oboro is instantly lifted into the air and then slammed into the ground just as quickly. The force of his impact creates an Oboro-sized crater in the ground.
良い立ち筋です。とても素直で先が読めるほどの。あれを食らってまだ意識がありますか。名前を聞かせてもらえますか。
人に名を尋ねるなら自分から名乗るんだな。
そうでしたね。私の名はベナウィです。
Oh, all right.
ベナウィ。なるほど。お前が
さあ、あなたの名前を教えてもらえますか。
オボロ。
オボロ。そうですか。
殺せ。晒し者になる気はない。殺せ。どうした。殺せ。待て。どこへ行く気だ。
致命傷ではありません。運が良ければ逃げ切ることもできるでしょう。
何のつもりだ。情けをかけるか。なんとか言え。
弱い獣ほど吠えるですか。あなたの言う通りのようです。
How?
なんだ。
私が手をかける価値もありません。そんなに死にたければ勝手にすることです。そこで地に這いつくばっていれば他の者が先を争ってその首を上げてくれることでしょ
う。待て。
それであなたの気が済むのであればですが。
待て。
それでは。
待て。俺が
Oof. Dang.
お父さん、これ。
Oh, we're just gonna keep on going, okay. When it's finally ready, Aruruu has a huge smile on her face as she offers me a large bag. The bag is large enough and made from a thick enough material to carry a full-grown adult inside. Wait, what are we doing? You really want to do this? Now there's a happy-looking nod. Her tail is wagging eagerly. She's really excited.
は
Oh, I see.
はちみつ。キャッホー。
I never imagined I'd be forced to accompany her on a honeycomb hunt. But even if I wear this bag, I'll still get stung by a few bees, won't I?
それじゃあやるね。
Okay. Huh? Hey, buddy. You don't look so good. Oboro, you're injured. Oop. What happened, Oboro? Come on, pull yourself together, man.
探せ！この辺りに潜んでいるはずだ！
Quick, stuff him in the bee suit. Huh? Are they looking for him? Quick, Oboro, get inside.
貴様ら、この辺りで怪しい男を見なかったか？
Nope, just a bleeding bee sack. Wait, that sounds weird. A suspicious man? Nope, can't say we have.
本当か？隠すとためにならんぞ。
お父さん、あっち。
Aruruu?
ん？知っているのか？
向こうに何かいる。
この奥か。行くぞ！はっ！
Aruruu deeper in is certainly...
嘘じゃないよ。何かいる。
she's so good at this.
なあ！いた！隊長！蜂であります！
Not the bees!
ひるむな！進め！
Bees!
無理であります、隊長！
はちみつ、はちみつ。
Oh man, she just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. She distracted the bees and now she can get the honey. What? She's the most devious and strategic mind in the whole game.
あ！俺に構うな。これ以上、あんたらに迷惑をかけたくない。
You can't be serious. Hold on.
しかし。
They'll definitely catch you like this. And then what'll happen to Yuzuha? You don't get to die just yet.
そうだ。俺は捕まるわけにはいかない。だがそれ以上に、あんたらを巻き込むわけにはいかないんだ。これ以上、巻き込むわけには。
You're pretty stubborn, you know that? Alright, but at least let us get you some medical treatment. You won't be able to get away without it.
すまない。
しょ。
ありがと
う。でも、姉ちゃんみたいにうまくないから。
いや、だいぶ楽になった。本当に感謝してる。
うん。
Ah, I see. You stole from the royal storehouse. So what happened to the others?
今回は俺だけだ。個人的なものだからな。
Personal?
どうしても大金が必要だった。
For Purple Amber, huh?
世話になった。この礼はいつか必ず返す。
Honestly, I'd be pretty happy if you stopped trying to kill me every time we saw each other. Are you really leaving?
ああ。これ以上ここにいると、あんたたちも仲間と思われる。大丈夫だ。俺は簡単に捕まる気もくたばる気もない。あの男にこの借りを返すまでは。
Oboro.
いたぞ、あそこだ。調ばれ。回り込んで包囲しろ。
お父さん。
It'll be fine. He's definitely capable of running away from them now. You'd better not get caught.
おい、ここにあるやつも全部運び出せ。
はっ。
Wait, what are you doing?
あんちゃん。
てめえか。見てわかんねえか。 収めるもんを収めてもらわねえとな。
Why, you?
あ？なんだこの手は。やるってのか？
Damn it.
腰抜けが。
Nuwangi jerks his chin. Huh? Wham! I suddenly feel a sharp impact to the back of my skull. My body staggers, and I feel woozy.
らあ！どうした？気絶するのはまだ早いぜ。
Ah, he learned not to hit the front.
あんちゃん、ヌワンギ、てめえ。
動くんじゃねえよ！俺様の声一つで、こんな集落どうにだってできるんだぜ！ああ？まだ立てるとは大したもんじゃねえか。だがな、てめえは俺様の前では地べたに這いつくばるって決まってんだよ！おい、てめえら、この男を取り押さえろ。はあ
You!
いいざまじゃねえか。
ハクオルさん、何これって。
よー、エルル、見ろよ、俺の力を。
I thought we pretty well covered that that doesn't mean anything to her.
それに引き換え、この男の情けねえ面。見物だろ。
ヌワンギ。
これで分かっただろ、俺の力がよ。だからエルル、こんなところは捨てて俺と一緒に来るんだ。
もうやめて。
え？
そのままだと本当にヌワンギのこと。
Ooh.
何言ってんだ。冗談だろ。エルル、どうしてわからねえ。俺が、この俺様がこんなにもお前を思ってるのに。なのになんで俺のものにならねえんだよ。
Dude, you need to chill.
わからないよ、そんなの。ヌワンギこそどうしてそうなの？どうして人の痛みを理解できなくなっちゃったの？
あ？何言ってんだ。俺は藩主の跡取りなんだぜ。俺のためにこいつらが尽くすのは当たり前だろ。
本気で言ってるの？だとしたらそんなヌワンギなんかと絶対に一緒に行けない。
なぜだ。なぜだ。なぜだ、なぜだ、なぜだ、なぜだ。ならもっと調子を厳しくしてやる。それが嫌なら俺の女になれ。
Alright, so at this point he's just going with extortion. Cool. Awesome.
そうすればエルルーの言う通りやめてやる。
ヌワンギ、おめえ、そこまで腐りやがったか。
At this point, somebody just needs to whoop his ass.
うるせえ。どうだエルルー、俺の女になるか。
Aruruu, don't.
でも
No matter what happens, we'll figure it out together. So let him say whatever he wants.
黙りやがれ。このクソが。
Don't worry. I'm okay.
エルルー、なんでそんな男をかばう。そうか、この男だな。この男がお前をたぶらかしたんだ。
Yes, clearly that's what happened.
いいざまだな。
あんちゃん、てめえ、もう我慢ならねえ。
貴様ら、 おとなしく。
やかましい。ここまでコケにされて黙ってられっか。
やめて、もうやめて。
だったら俺と一緒に来い。そうすればこいつを離してやる。それだけじゃねえ。今後この集落からの巣はなしにしてやる。
Man, you are desperate AF.
本当に私が行けば。
No, don't do it.
はあ、約束してやるぜ。
Aruruu, don't.
さあ来い、エルル。
哀れな男だね。
何？ババア。
Perfect, he's afraid of you.
大勢で押しかけ刃物をちらつかせて、自分一人では何もできないのかい。全部他人の力で自分のものは何一つない。一番哀れなのは自分でそのことに気づいてないことさね。いや、気づこうとすらしないのかい。
黙って聞いてりゃ。俺はもう昔の俺じゃん。
ああ、昔は少しばかり骨のある男じゃったわい。それがこんなふぬけになるとはの。
Her words got pretty deep.
何？
このたわけが。
今日はこのくらいにして。
なんだこのババア。おいババア、ヌワンギ様にそんな口を聞いて覚悟はできてるんだろうな。
本当のことを言って何が悪い。
このババア。誰だ、石を投げたやつだ。
Yes, get him, Aruruu.
お姉ちゃんを離せ。おばあちゃん、離せ。
How many rocks does she have?
この
離せ。離せ。
このガキ。
Aruruu!
無礼者めが。
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh no. No, no, no.
おばあちゃん。うん。
助ける？
チッ、ババアか。邪魔しやがって。
Oh no.
ばあちゃん。てめえ！
何を？
なんてことしやがった！
あ、しかし。
エルル、違うんだエルル。俺じゃない。勝手に、そうだ、勝手に飛び出してきて。
貴様、おとなしくし。
Nuwangi!
来るな！なんだお前たち。寄るな！こっちへ寄るな！行くぞ！
はい。
おばあちゃん、しっかりしておばあちゃん。おばあちゃん、おばあちゃん。
助ける？
おばあちゃん。おばあ
Jeez. Oh no.
待っててね、おばあちゃん。すぐにお薬ができるから。だからしっかりして。
いや、もう自分の体じゃ。
Oh no.
もう助からんくらい。
そんな弱気なこと言わないで。おばあちゃん、アルルーのせいで。
アルルーのせいではないて。ちょうどわしも石をぶつけてやろうと思ってたところじゃって。かわいい孫たちがあんなことされて黙っているほどお人よしじゃないからの。
おばあちゃん。
さあ二人とももっとよく顔を見せておくれ。
おばあちゃん。
かわいいの。二人ともわしの自慢の孫じゃ。
弱気になっちゃダメ。こんな怪我すぐに治るから。
エルルーはますます姉様そっくりになっていくの。美しくてとても優しかった姉様にまだ言ってなかったね。エルルーという名は
I knew it.
大好きだった姉様の名前。
それじゃあおばあちゃんがよく聞かせてくれたお話って。
お前の名前は姉様からいただいたんだよ。アルルーや、お前はわしのちっちゃな頃にそっくりじゃ。今じゃ想像つかんかもしれんがの。あの頃はかわいいかわいいとよくかわいがられたもんじゃ。
おばあちゃ
いいかい、二人とも仲良くな。時には言い争うのもいい、喧嘩するのもいい。じゃがお前たちはこの世でたった二人きりの肉親。どんなことがあっても二人で力を合わせて。
死んじゃやだ。死んじゃやだ。
ハクオロや。
Yes.
最後にこの老いぼれの頼みを。
Last request?
わしはもう十分すぎるほど長く生きた。じゃからこれからの旅立ちに何のためらいもない。じゃが気がかりなのはこの子たちのこと。わしがいなくなったらこの子たちはどうなるのか。それを考えると安心して旅立てん。お願いじゃ。この子たちのそばにいてやっておくれ。この老いぼれ最後の願いじゃ。どうか。
Tuskara.
ダメ。そんなこと言わないで。言っちゃダメ。おばあちゃんも一緒じゃなきゃ。
Aruruu.
だっておばあちゃんが。
Let's let her rest. Tuskara is already.
いや、聞きたくない。
Are you trying to add to Tuskara's suffering?
でも
You should understand.
そんなの。
I understand. I will take responsibility for these girls. So please, put your heart at ease.
おお、そうかい。ありがとうよ。
おばあちゃん。 おばあちゃん。
テオ。
おばあちゃん。
一人きりになってしもうたが、わしの人生まんざらではなかったの。あの人と出会い、白オロを授かり、最後にはかわいい孫たちに見とられていける。これでも何も思い残すことはないって。何も。
おばあちゃん。おばあちゃん。おばあちゃん。おばあ
That was really sad. Oof. Yeah, that's... wow. Nothing. There was nothing I could do. Nothing.
ええ、困った時はお互い様じゃって。第一、まだ傷も癒えとらんそんな体では満足に動けんじゃろ。言うたはずじゃ。この男は家族じゃと。それともそれ以上ダダをこねてわしを怒らす気かえ。白オロ、あとは任せたよ。他に誰がおるんじゃ。何、今までと同じと思えばええ。ちょいと忙しくなるがの。
Is this Aruruu? I see. You must be calling. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
トゥスクル様、トゥスクル様、どうなさった？
She passed away. I feel a sharp impact against my mask. Using as much strength as he can muster, Oboro's fist sinks into my cheek. A tepid iron flavor spreads throughout my mouth.
聞こえなかったぞ。もう一度抜かしてみろ。
She passed away.
もう一度抜かしてみろ。
She passed away just now. She began her new journey.
なぜだ。なぜあんたがいながらトゥスクル様を守れなかった。あんたには救われた恩もある。何よりユズハに微笑みをくれた。最近ユズハはあんたのことばかり話すようになった。あんたのことを笑いながら楽しそうに話す。いつも部屋の外を気にして扉が開くのを待ち焦がれるようになった。扉を開けると嬉しそうな笑顔を向けて、あんたじゃないことが分かると一気に沈む。 そんなユズハを見て、そんなにしたあんたに殺意を抱いた。だがな、認めたくはなかったが、惹かれてもいたんだ。なのになぜだ。あんたがいながらなぜなんだよ。なぜあの人があんな死に方をしなければならない。答えろよ、答えろ。頼む、答えてくれ。なんとか言ってくれよ。
I'm sorry.
ちくしょう、ちくしょう、ちくしょう、ちくしょう。あんたに頼みがある。
Request?
ああ、あんたにしか頼めない頼みだ。あるものを預かってもらいたい。
Sure, I don't mind. What do you want me to take?
お連れしました。
The two of them are carrying a large basket. I open it up and inside I see... Yuzuha? Yuzuha is sleeping inside the basket. Oboro gently lifts Yuzuha out and hands her over to me, as if he's entrusting her to my care. This can't be. What, you want me to take... What is going on here?
ついでにと言ってなんだが、こいつらも頼む。
若様、僕たちもお供します。お願いです、連れてってください。
お前たちはここに残れ。そしてこれからは辺境の民となって暮らすんだ。
そんな、若様、若様。
You can't mean...
トゥスクル様は俺たちにとって親も同然の方だった。俺は親を殺されて黙っていられるほどお人よしではないんでな。
So you've chosen revenge? Do you think Tuskura would have approved of that?
喜ぶどころか決して俺を許さないだろうな。それでも俺は奴らを許さん。
Wait. This is completely different than anything you've done before. You won't be able to return. If you disappear, what will happen to this girl?
あんたがいてくれる。ユズハはこの先長くはないだろう。ならばその瞬間までユズハの好きにさせてやりたい。
You can't mean. You don't intend to...
これでもう顔を隠す必要はないな。ユズハを頼む。
Wait! Damn it, that moron! What should I do? At this rate, Oboro will... If I go right after him... No. I can't catch up to his speed. Again. Will I stand by and watch him die? Do I have any choice? Everyone. Before I knew it, all of the villagers had gathered around me. No one utters a single word. They silently stare at me as if they're waiting for me to do something.
どうする、村長?
He speaks quietly, as if the words leak from his mouth through a whisper. There's none of his usual cheerfulness here, nor any hint of rage or resentment. Chief?
トゥスクル様はアンちゃんに全てを託した。なら、これからはアンちゃんが村長だ。さあ、言ってくれ。これからどうするのか。俺たちはどこまでもアンちゃんについていく。
Everyone nods in silence. Me? I can't. I can't be the chief. There has to be someone else who...
いや、他の誰でもねえ。アンちゃんがやるんだ。
Again, everyone nods in silence. Teoro.
若様を助けてください。わかるんです。若様はもう。
A couple of men step out from the shadows. I can't quite make out their faces, but I recognize their toned bodies.
どうして僕たちが辺境のさらに奥で隠れるように住んでいるか知っていますか？若様と同じなんです。権力争いに敗れた一族とか、罪を着せられ追われていたりとか、こんなところまで逃げてのたれ死にするところを救ってもらいました。僕たちも若様と同じなんです。
Stop. Don't ask this of me. It'd never be over. Such selfishness. Do you all understand what you're trying to do? Yuzuha? If we do this, there's no turning back. I don't think you do. If this goes badly, the women and children will.
女子供がなんだい？
Seppuku.
言ってくれ。あとはあんちゃんの一言さえあればいい。あんちゃん、どうする？
Tuskara, Open the storehouse.
なんでこんなことになっちまったんだよ。俺じゃねえ。俺が悪いんじゃねえ。俺がやったんじゃねえんだ。俺が。
貴様がヌワンギか。
なんだてめえ。
Ooh, he moves fast.
貴様に名乗る名などない。死ね。
交代の時間。I don't think he's going to be switching. Oi, do something. I don't think he's going to be able to tell you that either.
死んで。退出。待て。くそ、どこに消えた？
どこを探してやがる。
死ぬ覚悟を決めたのか？
死ぬのはてめえだ、バカ。
He gets real bold with reinforcements. Oh, that's a lot of guys.
形勢逆転ってやつだな。あ
Oh, good, this guy.
忍び込んだネズミというのはそいつにやもんか。
親父。
探す手間が省けたぞ。
ずいぶんと息のいいネズミにゃもう今宵は退屈せずに済みそうにゃもんよ。
寝るな。
Oh.
にゃもおみやごとき若造がこの国で最も賢く優雅で気高く強い者の負のわしに勝てるとでも思ったにゃも
Oh, so he can actually fight. E.
最も愚かで下劣で臭みの強い肉の間違いじゃないのか。
にゃぷにゃぷぷぷぷぷぷぷ面白いよ今日思いついたにゃもよ。
That just now.
もしかして若様が若様
待ちな。俺たちの目的を忘れたんじゃないだろうな。
それは
あんちゃん。
Alright, let me explain the plan one more time. First, a few of us will sneak inside. Someone, it doesn't really matter who, must make their way to the controls on the other side of the gate. Once the gate is open, everyone who was waiting outside will rush in. Then, we'll have taken control of this area. But it won't be as easy as it seems. I would have preferred to have had more time to prepare for this battle. Yeah, me too. Looks like we're out of time. Let's go. Revolt. Ally uses mechanism to open the gate. Hakuolwo is defeated. Alright. I'm gonna save really quickly while I'm thinking about it. I wasn't expecting that last swatch of story to be as long as it was. I'm really, really sad that Tuskura is dead. Man, that scene was hard to watch. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it for this episode. It's been a pretty long one, and we're about to get into what I assume is going to be a pretty big battle and probably a chain of battles. So that'll be something interesting to dive right into at the beginning of next episode. But man, yeah. Well, but hey, we got Mutikapa, but yeah, now on to more things. I guess that's the way this story is going to go. We're really in it now. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one, where we get into this fight. For now, I am one half of the Bridge Boys, signing off.